Proshed is the leading global provider of distribution and warehousing space, and it's our job to be at the cutting edge of building technology. We set ourselves the challenge of turning conventional building thinking inside out in order to build quicker and smarter at no additional cost. The result is Proshed, the 50-day building.
Proshed is a system building that has been designed to be built quickly,
but without a cost penalty.
We call this building a smart building. We're constantly seeking to provide competitive advantage to our clients. They're the guys who really make our business move. And when we find advantage for them, we find it for ourselves.
One of the major issues of the construction industry is time. This is our way of cutting that time scale down and meeting a client need.
In the past we've been doing buildings of this scale on 26 weeks.
From a client's perspective, we can actually give the client the building that they require in a 10-week period, as opposed to building something speculatively and them having to rejig the internals of it to make it work for their scheme.
The customer's king, we've got to do what the customer wants.
And the result is we now have something that when we say 10 weeks, we feel really confident we can do it in 10 weeks. One of the fundamental elements of this initiative has been that everything is pre-designed.
We're always getting pressure from customers to deliver buildings more quickly. One of the things that we do with Proshed is that we have a standard design. The design is sitting on the shelf waiting for somebody to just pull it off and put it into production.
The flexibility is born from the matrix and a modular construction,
which caters for a number of racking solutions, number of potential users.
It works in increments, both in span and number of bays. To get a building a bit longer, effectively you add on another bay, and it works in both directions.
The matrix that's been produced includes literally hundreds of different building sizes.
It's like Lego. You can choose to add another bay on, or to remove a bay, or remove a module from the offices.
It's certainly bringing the design into the 21st century.
We waste a lot of time and effort reinventing the wheel, whereas with this as a standard product we can literally take a design off the shelf right down to the level of detail where you can put a man to work on site.
The Proshed design is a constantly evolving animal, and it's a matter of continuous improvement.
We've challenged every accepted norm in this building.
It is indicative of how we approach things. We are trying to look at every issue and we're asking the questions, is this just history and tradition, and why are we doing it like this? It's just questioning all the time, why are we doing this? And
really some great things came out when the steel guy started to challenge what the concrete guy did. The result of that is that the ground beam now has gone from a concrete ground beam to a steel ground beam.
The Proshed has been in thinking for the last 2 years. It was a goal of ours to get the hard standing, and that's paid dividends.
It just simplifies the whole construction process because you're not then having to lay down materials on mud and stone. It just organises the site and makes the site logistics much more logical.
Oh, the morale of the site, the guys aren't wading through, you know, heaps of mud to get to work. They're actually clean and tidy. The lorries are being driven onto site nice and clean.
Everyone's happier, and the efficiency and productivity will increase.
Historically, to achieve a faster programme, we would use increased labour and resources. whereas here we've looked at simplifying the approach.
What you'll see on this job is that there are not thousands of men running around like headless chickens. The whole process has been designed to be built quickly but efficiently.
The new innovations of everything being precast, we haven't worked, tremendous hours.
Just coordinated, they all work together in sequence, and you get to the end quicker, safer, swifter and out.
The use of prefabricated parts gives you decent quality no matter how quick the speed of construction is on site.
The components that are needed in week 4 can start immediately that the program is started on site.
So when this thing comes to site, there are no surprises there. We know we've got absolute certainty of production, certainty of quality.
Well, we actually constructed the office in 5 days by using precast concrete walls. In the old practice we would have bricklayers, and taking the time and getting the quality right was very hard, where with this the quality's there straight away because it's done in a factory environment. The lift shaft was precast, that was delivered on site, and we actually constructed that in 2 hours of delivery.
It's something I've never seen before, and it's the way forward for me, and for the amount of money it costs, it's just fantastic. I'd love to see more of it.
And we've adopted an insulated precast concrete wall around the dock shelter area that'll allow a smooth face for everything to connect to.
This is a packaged, pre-made plant room. One of the major issues is that we generally couldn't start until the building is watertight. By prefabricating away from here, we can start the minute we've got a tenant and a design. Plant rooms normally take 3 to 6 weeks to install. This takes 3 hours.
We had the plasterers down here on the Wednesday to show them, yes, you'll be plastering here on Monday, and they looked at us as if we were just off a different planet. Then they came to site on the Monday and they couldn't believe what we'd achieved in the 5 days.
We think that we have engaged on this project the best contractors, best steelwork, cladding, all of the key trades to deliver the right quality.
And you actually get the quality all the time, every time.
Undoubtedly, Proshed has been a success.
The advantage for a client, particularly in the third-party logistics business, he can go out and win a contract and be sure that a bespoke building is going to be ready to a promise in 10 weeks.
I think clients will see it as a new string to our bow to enable us to react more quickly to their needs, in addition to what we already provide. So it's not replacing anything.
I see Proshed being the leader for our design process.
I'm proud that we can make things better in the construction industry. For too long we've been sitting doing the same things day in, day out without actually trying to change them, and we've come up with something good and safe and a process that everybody will eventually be using.
This is the way that we should be building every job.
And I think this is the future, Proshed.
It's gone up so quickly, very, very quickly. I think even the contractors themselves are surprised by the progress on site.
So I've immensely enjoyed doing this project from the sheer fact that we've achieved what we said we was going to do it on the programme.
It's very important we've got a quality team doing Proshed, and they all work together terribly well.
The team spirit and cooperation has been excellent.
It's a team effort.
We can deliver this product in a shorter period of time.
A lot of the ideas that are in use here at Daventry are already being fed into our existing projects.
We're moving things forward. We're improving the quality, we're innovating.
We can deliver you a product which is tried, tested. I just think we are one step ahead at the moment.
It's a live project, it's not this one building.
We're building quicker, we're building better, we're building smarter. We're just using good ideas.